Breaking news. Nigeria issues travel advisory to citizens traveling to US and Europe over insecurity. The advisory was said to have been prompted by the attacks on Nigerians in London and the stealing of their belongings, including passports. It don't happen now. Nigeria has become a laughingstock before the international communities because of where our leaders have kept us. That they use us, they do yeye over there. Even countries itself will not even reach Nigeria anything before now. They use Nigeria, they play yeye. Because our leaders have kept us where we are right now. It's a pity to say that once a giant of Africa is nowhere to be found in the map. What happened? Are they even asking themselves that question? Nigerian leaders, they should be ashamed of themselves. Nigeria used to be giant of Africa. Today is being rated with Zimbabwe. Country when we say it not reach anything, it not reach our in fact, not in our feet, are now being rated with Nigeria. See how the great is falling because we have evil people who are there. This is really very, very unfair to us, the way these leaders have placed Nigerians and Nigeria itself. The Nigerian government has advised citizens traveling to the United States and Europe to be vigilant in the high-brow areas of cities in the countries. The advisory was said to have been prompted by attacks on Nigerians in London and the stealing of their belongings, including passports. This is contained in a statement made by the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, on Monday at a news conference in Abuja. Mohammed warned Nigerian travelers to the countries that they stand the risk of being robbed. He said, "It has come to the attention of the government that Nigerian travelers to the United States and some countries in Europe are having their belongings, especially money and international passports, stolen at the increasingly high rate. The most recent victims of this are travelers to the UK, most of whom were disposed of their belongings at high-brow shops, particularly in the high streets of Oxford. We have therefore decided to advise Nigerians traveling to Europe and the United States to take extra precaution to avoid being disposed of their belongings. This is not your typical travel advisory. Issuing such is the prerogative of our embassies and high commissioners as well as the Minister of Foreign Affairs. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, it is merely a piece of advice to Nigerians who may be visiting the affected parts of the world," the minister added. In October, the U.S. Embassy issued an advisory to American citizens on the evacuated risk of terror attacks on Abuja, the Nigerian capital. According to the warning, the attack would be especially aimed at government buildings, places of worship, shops, schools, and other centers where large crowds gather. The United Kingdom government also warned its citizens in Nigeria to stay alert due to an increased threat of terrorist attack in Abuja. Attacks could be indiscriminate and could affect Western interests as well as places visited by tourists, it said. Similarly, Canada, in its travel advisory, urged its citizens to avoid non-essential travel to Nigeria, including in Abuja, due to unpresentable insecurity, unpredictable, I beg your pardon, insecurity situation throughout the country. Avoid all travel to the following regions due to the risk of terrorism, armed attacks, kidnapping, intercommunal, and violence. The advisory route: the northwestern states of Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, Sokoto, and Zamfara, the north-central state of Plateau, the northeastern states of Adamawa, Bauchi, Borno, Gobe, Jigawa, and Yobe, the Niger Delta state of Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Bayelsa, Delta, Imo, and Rivers, with the exception of Rivers capital city, Port Harcourt, where we advise against non-essential travel. Exercise a high degree of caution in the cities of Calabar and Lagos due to the incidence of crime. The Australian government also warned its citizens that there is an elevated risk of terror attacks in Nigeria, especially in Abuja. We now advise do not travel to Abuja due to very high threat of terrorist attacks. If you are in Abuja, avoid all travel, stay alert and follow local news and the advice of security authorities, the government said. Reconsider your need to travel to Nigeria overall due to high threats of terrorist attack and kidnapping, the volatile security situation, possible violence, civil arrest, and high levels of violence, crime, higher levels applies, it said. Okay, guys, you've all heard it now. I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you for always stopping by. Bye for now.